I'm gonna save my game. And then I'm gonna get my ass killed. Probably. Well, we'll see how bad it is.
Fresh meat.
No, he does not appear to have a cutscene. And he's having a hard time hitting me. But this is one of the reasons that you would really want to have a number bar that you could hit instead of moving your mouse all the way down here every time you needed to drink a potion.
The spirits of the dead are now avenged.
Well, that is not how I expected that to go. So yeah. Buddy with his dead family. We're thinking he can maybe rest easy now. 'Cause the butcher's dead. And I'm not. Surprisingly enough. Alright. I'll take it. I'll also put that hat on. 'Cause I only just realized I could. Let's take this cleaver. Sorry, my initial instinct was, oh yeah, of course the cleaver looks different. And identify it. Plus 10 strength, unusual item damage, enhanced durability. So if I want to equip this, it's extremely damaging. Unfortunately, I can't use the shift key to attack outwards without moving from here. Let's throw down a couple scrolls and healing pot so that I can move these things there and go pick up something else, because yes, I apparently care about efficiency that much. I was honestly really expecting to see a cutscene there, and I was expecting that to be a lot worse watching it while playing the game than it was watching it on Griffin's video.
I have no room.
Thankfully, there was no such cutscene. And, doing alright. Doing alright. Let's put on that cape. Okay. Is there anything that I'm carrying that I don't want to sell? Aside from possibly the book? No? Alright. Well, I'm gonna save my game. This is definitely a good time to save the game. And over here and stand on the butcher's corpse. And I'm gonna cut ahead. Huh. Alright. Amazing how one's perspective can change when one knows more. Hey Ogden, do you have anything to talk to me about besides the witch?
There is an old woman who lives across the river.
Nope. Just the old woman. That mace is definitely a good time.
What can I do for you?
Okay, mace of quality. Oh, it's worth more than that. I'll still sell it to you though. Give you back this small shield that I used against the butcher. To great effect.
What can I do for you?
Sell you this cap, sell you this cape. What you got? Small shield of protection. Every hit you receive -2 damage. Tempting, but I am fairly certain I cannot use the butcher's cleaver with a shield. How much gold do I actually have in my inventory? I love how this is a question that I need to ask. Oh hey, right, yeah, I wasn't holding anything. Let's pick up some of these scrolls, since it seems like I was doing just fine without them. It occurs to me it may be worth asking why one would need more than one level of the Identify spell. In the full version, I think the answer to that was that if you knew it better, the spell would cost less. There's a club of brittleness, by the way, that I identified and found while I was exploring the dungeons earlier. Beautiful autumn trees.
What do you seek?
Mostly just want to sell you a bunch of stuff that I don't need. Nah, just get rid of them. Just get rid of them. I will probably find plenty more. I'll cast a lightning at some point or another. If this works the same way as it used to, the Scroll of Healing is not likely to heal me for as much as the Potions of Healing do, because the scroll is more reliant on my magic stat, and the potions are more reliant on my dexterity, which is higher. It could be that that's something that was changed. I need to actually unequip this in order to sell it. So we now have 2 stacks of gold. 2!
What do you seek?
For that matter, are you selling anything interesting? A book of Firewall. And a scroll of Firewall. A scroll of Town Portal. Healing, full mana, Staff of the Snake. Staff of the Raven. Apparently snakes outclass ravens by +4. I'm looking at this Book of Firewall and I'm thinking, I can't use it yet, but Firewall is a really useful spell. Or at least it used to be. Combined with using a doorway as a choke point, it can be a really effective way of dispersing later level foes. So I'm going to commit to getting that much magic and learning it eventually. And I think it's one of the spells, together with Mana Shield, which can make or break a run for you, particularly if you were relying on spells to get you through the game, which generally speaking, in Diablo 1, you're going to do to some degree or another, especially if you're a sorcerer. Admittedly, warriors have a significant disadvantage in that field. Apparently where I dropped that is not under my control. Alright. Let's go. Let's first go get my armor. Progressing without that would be a little reckless. And then let's put it on, because that doesn't happen automatically. And then let's go downstairs and see what's there.
That is forbidden in the demo.
Alright.
That is forbidden in the demo.
I was kind of thinking that that might be the case. Alright, in that case, the Butcher was kind of the final boss of the Diablo pre-release demo. And that means I'm done. There are no more monsters for me to fight. The church has been effectively cleansed. Well, if it has been, maybe I should go talk to Ogden and see if he has anything else to say. Hey Ogden, I defeated the Butcher.
There is an old woman who lives across the river to the east. It is said that she knows much about magic. She may be able to help you in your quest.
Yeah, thanks.
Continue on your quest, my friend. Only the destruction of the evil that binds us can bring us peace.
Well, I'm afraid if that's the case, then that is forbidden in the demo, and you guys will just have to live without peace. That was cool though.
What can I do for you?
Very cool. How about if I go and visit Wirt before I pack this away? Actually, there's a couple other things I'm going to want to do too. He's not here. See, I mentioned that he didn't show up the other times that I started up the game. Wasn't lying. He's not here. Well, I'm done.
What can I do for you?
And I can sell all my loot and retire. Actually, there's something I want to check here. Welcome to Diablo. Press F1 for help. Character is level 1, starts with 0 experience. Those are his beginning stats. No quest log. Nothing in my inventory, particularly not gold. Thought I saw something bright just behind that thatch hut for a minute. Hey, blacksmith.
What can I do for you?
It could be that this was an intentional feature of the demo, so that people could get some interest or some use out of starting new games, even though they couldn't load the character again. In the released version, for instance, you could start a new game and it would bring you a menu of characters that you've already made, and if you start a new game with an old character, then they'll arrive with all of their equipment, their full inventory, all of their stats, but the game world will be reset so that you can start from the beginning and kill the butcher again and descend through the madness again, presumably having an easier time of it since you're more powerful now, and have a better chance at defeating Diablo. So if you wanted to grind, you could. Well, that was fun. The reviewers were right, it was huge. Diablo became a fantastic success, I think commercially as well as critically. A lot of people played it, a lot of people loved it, I was definitely one of those people, and it was fun to revisit and look at the demo. This will certainly help me to inform my priorities, my choices, when I get into game design, as I desperately hope to do someday. And maybe if any of the people watching this are aspiring games developers, then it'll also help you decide what things you desperately need to show off, which things can wait until the end, what's important in a good demo, if you ever decide to release a demo. Personally, I don't think the art is dead. I look forward to inviting you to future Let's Plays on this channel. Good night.